Hi Kipsters, I'm Miss Jackson Smith and this is a second grade math video. Happy Friday first of all, and in this video you should know that I'm going to do a couple things a little bit differently from the other math videos because it's Friday and I wanted to have a little fun. So if you're ready to do a little bit of math with me, a little bit of crafting, and see some shout outs for some excellent work this week, let's go ahead and start this video. First off, I've got a lot of shout outs for you guys this week. These names are the Kipsters in second grade who did some work on Google Classroom in math this week. I saw your work and you did amazing. So big shout out to Zaina, Malia, Uriah, Dalen, Darian, Zaire, Kaden, Delante, Roger, Melanie, Renaya, Elijah, Samaje, Karyana, Aiden, Harlem, Journey, Princeton, Renata, Jaleel, Divine, Keaton, Julian, Twan, Jamarian, Jordan, Courtney, Amia, Arian, Deanna, Torin, Dallas, AJ, or Adiante, Samaje, Layla, Alyssa, Kimion, Janila, Whitrell, Autumn, Crystal, and Kaden. Amazing job. And if your name was not on this slide, and you weren't able to get your Google Classroom work done this week, but you were watching the YouTube videos, that's great that you're watching the YouTube videos, and please reach out to your teacher so we can help you get all set up on Google Classroom too. But that's not all. This week as second graders at Kip Ascend Primary, you looked for symmetry around you. And as a team, you turned in 229 assignments and did 844 math problems on Google Classroom. You guys are an amazing team, and I am so proud of you. And quickly, if you want to get a math shout out next week and hear me say your name, go ahead and watch that second grade YouTube playlist every single day and watch through the whole playlist. And then log on to Google Classroom every day, and after you watch those videos, just make sure that you're getting those assignments done. If you don't know how to get onto Google Classroom, watch Mrs. Mannion's how-to videos for logging on to Clever in Google Classroom, and then please call and text your teacher if you need any help at all, okay? We're here to help you, and we want to make sure that you are still learning at home. All right, let's get into our work for today. Today for Fun Friday, I thought that we should do a craft. First, and it's all about symmetry to show what we've learned about symmetry this week. So for our craft today, we are making butterflies. For this craft, you're going to need paper, you're going to need scissors, and you're going to need paint, markers, crayons, or something colorful. So here I have a piece of paper like this, just a normal piece of paper. I have my scissors, I have a marker to draw with, and then I have a little bit of paint that I'm going to be using, but if you don't have paint, that's totally fine, and you can just do this craft with drawing also. So I'll show you both ways of doing the craft. All right, step one. You're going to fold a piece of paper in half. So I have my piece of paper just right here, and I am going to take it like this, and I am folding it over in half. So I'm taking this side and closing it in kind of like a book. I'm lining up my corners, and I'm going to press down really hard in the middle and use my nail to really make that a nice fold, okay? We've been talking a lot about folding when we've been talking about symmetry, and so that's why in this craft we're folding. So then I can unfold it like that, and it's right in half. So I'm going to fold it like this. And I have an open side like this with the two edges. And then I have a folded side like this where it's closed, okay? That's going to be important in your next step. Your next step is to draw the outline of half of a butterfly and then cut your paper along that line to make the butterfly wings and head. It's so important in this step that you do not cut along that folded part or that folded edge. So let me show you how I would do that. I've got my paper, it's open on this side and it's closed on this side. This closed side is going to be the middle part of the butterfly. So that's where I'm going to draw half of the head, half of the body, and half of the wings, okay? Let me show you how I do that. So I'm just gonna go and sketch it. And it's okay if my butterfly or your butterfly doesn't look the same as mine. Butterflies look all sorts of different ways, and I'm really curious to see what you make today. So here I'm gonna draw the little head and a little butterfly body, and I'm gonna make the wings really big, just like that. All right, your wings might not be the same as mine, and that's okay. So that step is done. I drew the outline of half of the butterfly, and now it's time to cut it out. I'm not gonna cut this part. It's so important because otherwise my butterfly would be in half. I'm just gonna cut along my line really, really carefully. And I'm not gonna cut right here because then that would cut off the wings. But I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm cutting really carefully just around the edges of my butterfly, all right? And you can be doing this along with me while you're watching the video. And if you need extra time, just pause the video. That is okay. Here we go. I have to be really careful not to cut off the little butterfly's head. All right, there I am. Next step is you're gonna unfold your piece of paper, all right? And I hope that when you unfold it, you get to see a beautiful butterfly. All right, I'm unfolding my paper and you can unfold your paper too. And if I open it up, sure enough, it's a butterfly shape. The last step is super fun. You get to decorate the inside of your butterfly, but it's super important that you make sure that your butterfly is symmetrical because that's what we've been practicing. So step 4 is make sure that anything you draw on one side of your butterfly has to go on the other side too, so it's symmetrical. So if you look at my little butterfly that I drew over here, my face has one eye on each side, and I decorated one half of the wings, and then I made sure that the other half of the wings got the same design. Right now in my video here, I showed you these pictures of what it would look like if you're drawing, but I also wanted to show you it the same way with painting. If you're painting and you have a really wet kind of paint, it can work to take your paint, or if you're using a paintbrush, to brush on one side, and then quick while the paint's wet, fold it over and rub it really tight. And then when you unfold it, the paint should have gone on the other side in the exact same way. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna add some paint on my butterfly just to one side and just do part of the design, and we're just gonna see if it works so you can see it. I'm not gonna show you the whole butterfly because I don't have enough time in this video, but I hope that you'll be able to see on the video. Let's see if it can work. So I took some blue paint just to do part of the butterfly like this, and I just put on one half, and now I'm going to close it up and I'm going to rub it together really tight, and when I open it up there should be paint on the other side too. Yep, it worked. It might not match exactly, and you can go back over and cover it with paint to make it match better, but that's kind of how it works. So if I put a little more paint over on this side and did a little dot, then I can close it up and rub it, and then when I open it up, it should have gone on the other side too, just like that. So if you have paint, you can try it like that, but if you have markers or pencils or crayons, you can also just draw on one side and then draw on the other side too. But I had just like so much fun this week making butterflies and using symmetry to make art, and I'm really, really excited to see what you guys make today, and I hope that you can send me or send your teacher a picture of the butterflies that you make, and I would love to see it. Thank you for making, so take a picture of your butterfly and text it to your teacher. Thank you for doing this craft with me in this video. On Google Classroom, there's still a couple more questions to answer about symmetry and about addition and subtraction, so make sure that you go over to Google Classroom and you do that work for Friday also. That's all for this video, and I'm really excited to see you again next week. I hope you have a good weekend and that you stay safe. I love you a lot, and I'll learn with you again soon. Bye.